Top 5 most underrated rappers of all time. Number 1, Blastmaster KRS-One. It bothers me how much people sleep on how good of a rapper this dude is. All the way back from his BDP days, Criminal Minded, all the way up to right now, you can hear 24 albums. You heard me right. 24 albums this guy has put out. All fantastic, but you really need to go listen to Chris Styles, one of the greatest albums of all time. Front to back, fantastic. You really need to hear that song, that album, but all the way to right now, it's incredible. You could go find this album called Survival Skills. He just put it out like, I don't even know, maybe 6-7 years ago. It's got Buckshot from Black Moon. It's got Immortal Technique, Smith & Wesson, Tekken Steel. The album is incredible. I mean, the production, the rap, it's mind-blowingly good. The dude has skills beyond, I mean, his freestyle game's incredible. His pen game, incredible. I mean, to put out 24 albums and be that consistent, people sleep on this dude so hard. And I didn't even mention what's the most beautiful part about KRS-One is his contribution to hip-hop. The dude wrote the gospel of hip-hop. Nobody else is on the front lines trying to promote hip-hop more than KRS-One either. Not only is he a fantastic father and a fantastic rapper, he's out here just trying to keep the hip-hop culture alive. And also defining it in a way that it's teachable. Anyways, go pick up The Gospel of Hip Hop. You guys need to check out that book if you're a real hip hop fan. But yeah, number 1, most underrated rapper of all time, KRS-One. Number 2, Brother Ali. There's not enough good words I can say about this MC. Brother Ali is the most fantastic rapper. I mean, seeing him live, listening to his music, the style and the way he inflects his voice, I don't hear anybody do. He does the sing rap style that's just mind-blowingly good. I don't say this lightly. He doesn't have a bad song. He doesn't have one bad song. I've listened to Brother Ali's catalog. The dude doesn't spit a bad verse, ever. Some of them are better than others, obviously, but go pick up the album Us by Brother Ali and go listen to it. You know what? Start with Daylight, too. That song, Daylight. I can't believe how somebody can be this good and so underrated. That's why he's number 2 on my underrated list. But it's this, you know what it really is too? When he spits, you can feel the sincerity in his heart. Some people are mind-centered people and some people are heart-centered people. And you can feel Brother Ali's heart in every track. You feel the sincerity in his voice and his words. You can tell he takes his time when he writes his music. He's not just putting words together. As a rapper, Brother Ali is my number 2 most underrated rapper. Number 3 most underrated rapper of all time, Lupe Fiasco, hip-hop's Malcolm X. I can't say enough good things about Lupe Fiasco. As far as his rap, it doesn't get any better than that. Nobody writes lyrics better than Lupe Fiasco, in my opinion. The genuine approach that he takes towards his lyrics is incredible. Actually, I'll give you an example. These 2 albums, the Food and Liquor and The Cool by Lupe Fiasco, there isn't a bad song on either one of them. It's hard to be that good when you go listen to it, and he can do it. He can do go-go style. He can rap real fast. He can rap slow. He can give you a great message. He can make you have fun. Lupe Fiasco has a range of skill that most people will never be able to touch. And people sleep on the dude. I know he's like a relatively big rapper, but I never hear him put in people's top 5. And I genuinely don't understand why. Lupe Fiasco's skill it's on a whole nother level, especially with message. If you like to hear a message, I like to hear a real message. That's why I like KRS-One. That's why I like Brother Ali. That's why I like Lupe Fiasco. These guys are top-notch MCs, and please stop sleeping on my boy Lupe. Lupe's incredible. Number 4, Johnny Five from the Flowbots. The Flowbots as a band are one of the most incredible headphone masterpieces you can ever listen to. Their live performance is incredible, but there's one standout to me, and that's Johnny Five from the Flowbots. Johnny Five has a way of painting a picture when he raps that's, in my opinion, has never been touched. And it also can go from playful to deeply sincere. The way he inspires, when I listen to the album Fight with Tools, the way he brings out inspiration and makes the audience feel like there's hope to exist it's incredible. He's just such a powerful MC. And like I said, the live show of the Flowbots is incredible. We got to open up for him actually in Idaho one time, and all of them very kind people. But what's amazing to me is the album Fight with Tools from literally song one to the end is in my opinion, the greatest hip hop album of all time. And I'm going to say this about the number 4 guy and number 5 guy, and I mean it equally. But Fight with Tools, you got to go pick up this album. It literally is a masterpiece. They're a band with 2 MCs, and it's so heartfelt. And there's something about the instruments that can pull your emotions out. And then when you capitalize on top of it with 2 fantastic MCs, Brer Rabbit and Johnny Five, they're mind-blowingly good. And I'm not talking down at all about Brer Rabbit. He's such an amazing MC, but Johnny Five's ability to paint a picture and write is it's on another level. Also, the way he delivers is so fun. He has this cool style where he moves boom, 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 back and forth with it. Anyways, you got to go check out Johnny Five from the Flowbots. Go scoop up Fight with Tools. My opinion, the greatest album of all time in hip hop, and that is a big statement. I understand that there's a lot of fantastic albums. I'm just talking about what inspired me the most in my life, and an album from start to finish that's that good. Anyways, number 4, Johnny Five from the Flowbot. Number 5, most underrated rapper of all time, my personal favorite rapper, Rakim. Rakim Allah. Wow. There's not enough good words you can say about Rakim. He is the smoothest delivery, the smoothest writer, the smoothest dude. Even when you listen to his interviews, he's so smooth. And I put him number 5 because he actually, as far as an underrated rapper, some people even put him in their top 5. So underrated, sure. But it is the reason that it's kind of annoying to me. People sleep on this guy so hard, and I think part of it is the 2 greatest hip hop albums of all time came from Rakim, and people don't talk about them. The 18th Letter and The Master are, and I know I said this about Johnny Five and the Flowbots, and I meant that. That's what the greatest album, the hip hop album of all time. But right there, equal with it, are these 2 albums, which is The 18th Letter and The Master. Literally start to, like, front to back, every single song is insanely good. Rakim is so smooth, it's stupid. I even heard KRS say one time he would accept ghostwriting lyrics only from Rakim. And like, that is a huge statement, because I mean, everybody that's a real MC, nobody's a fucking ghostwriter. That shit's whack as fuck. Or gonna rap somebody else's lyrics. To me, this shit's whack as fuck. I'm writing my lyrics till the time I die. But I understand what he's saying. He's making a point saying that's how good Rakim is. There also isn't anybody that puts multis together like Rakim. Rakim's writing, the multi-syllable raps, the transitions are so goddamn smooth, it's insane. And a big part of why people sleep on Rakim is because they only know Rakim from the old days with, like, Follow the Leader, Don't Sweat the Technique, older stuff. The beats are old. And it's so much older than the new age people, so it's easy to overlook it if you haven't been a part of hip hop or didn't dig deep enough into it. But don't get me wrong, Rakim changed the entire hip hop game and the way people write. Rakim single-handedly changed people's approach and made people that, like, now it's easy to look at rap and be like, oh, I could do that. When you look at today's rap, when people heard Rakim back in the day, nobody thought, oh, I can do that. Rakim was a master of his craft really early on, but the style is so old people skip over it. Right now, though, still he's relevant. Right now, The Seventh Seal was a fantastic album. The dude still has skills that are insane, but if people would go back and listen to it, and I think it was 1998, the Master and the Master and the 18th Letter came out, and they just slept on these albums. They went under. Nobody knows about them. I talk to hip hop heads all the time. I'm like, oh, have you heard these albums? Nobody has. I don't know how they got missed, but I'm glad that I found them, because they are the greatest hip hop albums of all time. People bring up Illmatic all the time. There's a few albums that people Ready to Die. I'm telling you right now, Rakim's The 18th Letter and The Master are both better than any album that exists. It's right there with Fight with Tools, Johnny Five and the Flowbots. But anyways, that's my top 5 most underrated rappers of all time. Please go check out any album that I threw in there for you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you guys.